Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden stories in financial filings and try to make sense of corporate jargon to predict what might happen next. Today we're diving into Jackson Financial's latest report, and let's just say there's a change at the top being revealed, which might make some folks happy and others, well, we'll get to that. Before we dive in, if you like getting a clear breakdown of these complex documents without the corporate fluff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We also have a fantastic community over on Discord where we discuss these filings in real time, and that link is in the description below. So grab your favorite beverage and let's get started. This filing is an 8K report, which is like a special bulletin from a company. It's for reporting major events that shareholders should know about right away. Think of it as a crucial update, not a regular check-in like their quarterly reports. Scroll to Jackson Financial Inc. Cav's exact name of registrant as specified in its charter scroll, a company you might know for its retirement and investment products. They help people save and plan for their future, especially when it comes to retirement. The key date here is August 14, 2025. This is when the main event we're discussing today happened. The main point of this report is all about changes in who's running the company and how people are being paid. Specifically, it talks about an executive's departure and what they'll receive as a parting gift. We're talking about Scott Romine, who has officially separated from Jackson National Life Distributors, which is the sales engine for their insurance business, so he's out. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Mr. Romine isn't just walking away, he's getting a significant payout. We're looking at a cash payment of over $2.4 million, which is a hefty sum. On top of that, he'll get a bonus for the year adjusted for the time he actually worked, and he'll also receive company stocks from bonus programs he was part of ARB. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows for Mr. Romine. The agreement includes some standard but important rules. He's bound by things like keeping company secrets, not trying to lure away former colleagues or clients, and not opening up a competing business for a certain period. He also agreed to a release, which usually means he's not going to sue the company for anything related to his employment. This is pretty typical when someone leaves, especially with a big exit package in place. And finally, he'll continue to receive other benefits like health insurance, retirement plan contributions, and other perks that are common for executives leaving a company under these terms. It's a comprehensive package as expected. Looking at other details in the filing, Jackson Financial has different types of stock. We see their common stock, which is what most investors buy and sell, and then they have this preferred stock. This preferred stock, Series A, doesn't pay regular dividends that must be paid out, and it can reset its interest rate. It's a more complex financial instrument. The ticker symbol for these depository shares is JXNPI. Seeing these different classes of stock and their symbols is important for understanding how the company structures its ownership and finance. And of course, all these financial figures are reported in United States dollars. That's pretty standard for a US-based company filing with the SEC. When they talk about quantities of stock, they're using shares as the unit of measurement. This is straightforward but important to note when reading financial data. This section, the Safe Harbor statement, is a legal disclaimer. It basically tells investors that any statements made in the report about future events or expectations might not actually happen. They're not promising the future will be exactly as described. They mention that actual results could be very different due to various risks and uncertainties, and they point to other reports like their annual report on Form 10-K for more details on these risks. They also make it clear they don't plan to update these forward-looking statements to reflect new information. It's a legal protection for the company against claims that their predictions were misleading. Jackson Financial is also telling us that they use their investor relations website as a main way to share important news with investors. They might even use social media. They're saying that while you should follow their official SEC filings, don't forget to check their website and social media for updates. However, they also clarify that anything on those sites isn't officially part of this report and doesn't count as part of their SEC disclosures. It's a way to broaden their communication channels, but also to carefully manage their legal obligations. Finally, there's a section covering the exhibits included with the report. Exhibit 104 is the cover page interactive data file. This is essentially machine-readable data that helps financial systems process the information in the report more easily. It's part of making financial reporting more digital and efficient. And the report is signed by Kerry L. Chelko, who holds the important position of Executive Vice President and General Counsel. This signature confirms that the company is formally submitting this report and that its legal team has reviewed it. Now, let's tie this all together and think about what it means. The departure of a high-level executive like Scott Ramin, especially with a substantial payout, is always a significant event. It can signal changes in strategy, internal shifts in power, or simply a planned transition. The fact that he's getting over $2.4 million plus stock and bonuses suggests he was a key player, and the company is paying a premium for an amicable separation that includes important restrictions on his future activities. From a Warren Buffett-style perspective, we're always looking for how these moves impact the company's long-term value and its ability to generate profits. This report doesn't give us deep financial numbers like a 10Q or 10K would, but it highlights executive compensation and departures. Generous severance packages, while seemingly expensive, can be a smart investment if they ensure a smooth transition, protect the company's intellectual property through non-compete and non-solicitation clauses, and prevent future legal battles. However, we also need to consider the timing and the reasons for Mr. Ramin's separation. Is this part of a broader restructuring? Is Jackson Financial facing challenges that led to this move? Without more context from their financial filings, it's hard to say definitively. The existence of a severance plan indicates that this is a structured process, which is generally a good sign of good corporate governance. The mention of preferred stock and depositary shares also tells us something about Jackson Financial's capital structure. They use different tools to raise money and manage their finances, and these instruments have specific implications for how the company operates and how investors are treated. In conclusion, this 8K filing is primarily about a significant executive departure and the financial terms associated with it. While it doesn't provide a full financial picture, it gives us a glimpse into the human capital aspect of the company and the costs associated with executive transitions. The key takeaway is that Mr. Ramin is leaving Jackson Financial with a substantial payout bound by several restrictive covenants. The long-term impact will depend on how effectively Jackson Financial can fill his role and whether this departure signals any shifts in their business strategy. What's your take on this executive departure and the generous payout? What do you think it means for Jackson Financial's future? Let us know in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you understand this SE filing better, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into a lot of corporate finance and strategy. Also, make sure you join our Discord community linked in the description where we break down these filings together. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.